Hey, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. So, as you've noticed, I have a bit of a carbon problem, but the only piece that I don't have of carbon is this diffuser. And in fact, I've had two diffusers for my car for about 10 months. So today, we're going to show you how to install a carbon fiber diffuser. At KiesMotorsports.com, we have a variety of products, especially carbon, that are wet carbon and also available in dry carbon. Now, there is a common misconception that dry carbon is a matte finish, which isn't the case. If you look at the back of dry carbon, you will notice that you see carbon. It just has to do with the manufacturing process. If you look at a piece of wet carbon, you will notice that there's fiberglass or some kind of plastic as the backing. This is also something that can be seen on mirror caps, where they look very similar from the outside, but as soon as I flip them over, you will see that this has a plastic backing, and this is pure carbon, which is going to make this piece extremely light and extremely durable. In today's video, we're going to be installing this dry carbon diffuser for my F30, so let's get started. Now, in most cases, you do not need to have the car in the air, but we put it on the lift just so you could have a better sense of what's going on. The first thing you need to do is remove all of the screws that are holding your diffuser on. For this car, it happens to be all 8mm, but some will have 10mm in the middle. So remove all of those. Here's an example of a diffuser that I have on the car right now. So when we look at the back, it has a series of tabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at one end, we're going to gently peel it back, and we're going to release all of the tabs along the diffuser. Okay, so just very carefully start to work this out. Now for some of the ones in the middle, if it's a little bit tight, what you can do is get something like a pick tool and just help guide the clips out. For a lot of cars, you don't need to remove the bumper, but for some cars, it's going to make it much easier. So if you're not sure how to do that, see the link above, and we'll show you how to do that. Okay, there we go. So on our wet carbon, it has a series of these tabs and also these little pieces of metal. That's gonna help lock everything into place, because with carbon, it's typically not a super defined clip because it's not as flexible as a plastic diffuser would be. So we're going to line up our exhaust, and then you can start to line up all of your different clips here, and then gently press it into place. What I like to do with the carbon ones is press it in and then reach over and try to bend that tab so that you have everything secured. So reach over, and this is going to be very difficult to see, but I'm just going to bend my tab. So as you can see, what we're doing is we're pulling the piece of metal in and just bending it down like I did on those N2 spots over there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this tab in over here, and again just bend that metal piece down to make sure that stays secure, and then just work your way across and pop these in. And you want to be very careful around here because you have these metal tabs that you want to make sure are getting in that slot. Otherwise, it shouldn't fall out, but these are just extra security, which is always good, especially when you have a carbon piece. All right, so those all look good. So then what I can do is just continue to work my way across here, clip everything in. Another trick is if you're having trouble forming the carbon and whatnot, is some people like to use a heat gun, and it helps make it a little bit more malleable. Now typically when I get here, I like to make sure everything is going in where it should be, And sometimes you just have to pull it over a little bit. I will say that carbon diffuser installs are not normally that much fun. All right, so I'm at a point now where I have a little tab. I can bend that over and get a little relief. Okay, home stretch, you can see that my little tab is in the hole. And we'll lift that up, push that in, push our tab down, reach over, press the other tab down, and then just go back and make sure that everything is secure. And wow, look at that. That's incredible. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention is you have this bottom piece of plastic. You want to very carefully make sure that that sits underneath, because this is what you're going to be screwing into. So I'll adjust that in a second. But the fit is great. Everything looks great, and it's dry carbon, so it's a little bit lighter. Now, at the end of the day, I don't even think it's a whole pound lighter, so leave it up to you which one you prefer, but I think this looks amazing and it really completes the car. So let me reinstall those screws and we'll take some shots of the car and show you all of the different carbon pieces. Now, when you get your carbon diffuser, most of the time the holes will not be pre-drilled, and the reason for that is because carbon is very rigid and it's not very malleable, so it allows you to make sure that you have all of those screw holes perfectly lined up. You just line it up, get your drill a little hole, put your screw in, and you're done. So as you can see, everything is fully installed, and this is a tremendous upgrade from the plastic, especially since the rest of the car was carbon and that was the only thing I had plastic left. So I am super happy with the results. The fit was amazing and it went on with ease. I honestly think that this was a lot easier to fit for some reason than the plastic one. Now on the 4 Series, I will say these are more difficult to fit. For the 3 Series though, the way that we have these manufactured, it's just, the fit is unbelievable, which is amazing. So if you are interested in any of the carbon or other parts that we've done to this car or other cars on the channel, be sure to check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. Once again, my name is Brian. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, give us a like, make sure to subscribe, and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.